Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bracha HaKodash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect, men, women, and children that are listening and learning, staying in the Holy Spirit, and keeping the faith of Yahweh Shai day in and day out. So this is just a real quick, World War III update. All right. It says Russian Navy enters warships crowded Red Sea amid Houthi attacks. So Russian warships from the Pacific Fleet have crossed the Babe al-Medib Strait and entered the Red Sea, the state-run TASS news agency said, venturing into a maritime region plagued by Houthi attacks and crowded with naval vessels. The detachment included the missile cruiser Varyag and frigate Marshal, not going to try to pronounce that, TASS reported Thursday, citing the Russian Pacific Fleet Press Service, which said the ships were carrying out, quote, assigned tasks within the framework of the long-range sea campaign. The ultimate destination of the ships was unclear from the report, as was the reason Russia sent vessels to the area. Okay, so hey, this whole area is becoming more and more crowded with these prophetic players, right? Nations that the Lord said was going to be involved in this up and coming third woe. All right, so we are clearly seeing these things playing out right before our very eyes, man, and these are important signs, for us to continue to watch, because they pertain to the destruction of Babylon the Great and our salvation at the return of Yahushua. So let's keep reading. It says, for months, the Yemen-based Houthis have carried out a series of attacks on vessels in the Red Sea in retaliation for 48ers military action in Gaza, forcing many ships to redirect their journeys. The group told China and Russia earlier this month that their ships can sail through the Red Sea in the Gulf of Eden without any being attacked. In exchange, the two countries may provide political support to the Houthis in bodies such as the United Nations Security Council, according to several people with knowledge of the militant group's discussion. Okay, so here's a little depiction of where these attacks are being had, and as we heard, right, where Russia is entering, into the Red Sea, okay, down Babel Mandib. All right, Salakia for the mispronunciation. The Houthis, an Islamic group, said they are targeting ships linked to 48ers, the U.S. and the U.K., yet they appear to have misidentified some vessels. Missiles exploded near a ship hauling Russian oil near Yemen in late January. It happened days after a spokesman for the Houthis told a Russian newspaper that Russian and Chinese merchant ships needn't fear attacks. The Houthis also fired a missile at Chinese-owned oil tanker Hang Pu on Saturday, U.S. Central Command said, highlighting continued risk to shipping in the seas off Yemen despite the agreement. So it's just basically recapping. So the main point is you now have Russia bringing a warship into that area. Now remember, you already have the UK has warships over there, and America has its warship. I believe it's the Eisenhower that's in that region. Okay, so as we know the prophecy, let's get a scripture in the book of Zechariah real quick. Salakia is Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, unto the day that I rise up to the prey. All right, and who is the prey? The prey is ultimately Esau, Edom, right? Babylon the Great. Okay, but all of these other heathen nations, because they're all going to be prey unto the Lion of the tribe of Judah, which is who? Yahushua, when he comes with his heavenly host, the heavenly armies, as it is written in Revelation, the 19th chapter. So all we have to do is wait. We are not saying that we're about to enter into this, physical war, right? We're not gathering up arms, all right? We're not trying to mobilize any type of military, all right? The weapons of our warfare are carnal, all right? And our God, our power, Yahweh through his son, all right, his right arm, all right, the commander in chief of his military, right, Yahweh Shai, he is, should I say, the captain rather of the military, the heavenly host, is going to fight on our behalf, as he has done time and time again, which is why we have the scriptures, to comfort us with those words. So it says, "For my determination is to gather the nations," right? "That I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation." And how is the Lord gathering the nations? He's gathering them by gathering their armies, because a country is nothing without a defense, right? A military. And the Lord is having these nations all go into that area, which prophetically is known as the Valley of Jehoshaphat, all right? The Valley of Yahweh Shaphat, Yahweh's judgment. And what is going to be the judgment that the Lord is going to put in that place? He's going to gather them. They're going to fight one another, okay? And then ultimately Yahweh Shai is going to return, and he is going to destroy all of their armies. All right, actually, let's get a quick precept. You know what? Let me finish this out first. It says, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. All right, because that's what this fight is all about. All right, this fight, as it says in Isaiah, the 9th chapter, verse 5. "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise," right? In the ancient world, you would have shields and bucklers and swords, and you would hear the clanging and the clashing, on a battlefield, blood, and as it says, in garments rolled in blood, right? You see those in those old depictions of war, those movies of depictions of war. But it says what? "But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." And that is what this war is really all about. Missiles, okay? Bombs being detonated. It's all about fire that is being the destructive force in this modern day era of war. All right, and Yahweh Shai, he said he is coming with fire, right? He's, as it says in what is that, 2 Thessalonians, the 1st chapter, "And the fiery flame taking vengeance upon all them that know not God nor obey the gospel." Okay, so let's get this here also in the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 1. "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth in it." And that is what the jobs of the prophets are to do, because we are prophesying into the world about the times that we're coming in. Now, salvation, although it's going throughout the four corners of the earth, it's only going to be granted unto the elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. But the whole world is hearing the judgment that is written. The whole world is hearing about the prophecies of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, through his men, through the prophets, that is speaking about currently what is happening, which was written aforetime. You see, it says, "For the indignation of the Lord, his righteous anger, is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies." Those are the prey that the Lord is rising up against. And what he is doing, as we know the scripture in Proverbs, that he works on the minds of the kings, right? And it also is written in the book of Revelation, the 17th chapter, that he has put it in their heart to fulfill his will. So whether or not they, want to, well, guess what? They do want to, because that was the will of the Lord, which is why he's having them bring their militaries there, even though they may speak or say something that may go against the storyline of not wanting war, right? They don't want to go to war, X, Y, and Z. But what are their actions are saying, right? As an old saying goes, actions speak louder than words, right? And it's also written in Proverbs, a man's heart may devise his may plan his steps. A man's heart, I'm about to butcher it, so let me see if I could just pull it up. So man's heart. Let's see. It's probably not going to come up this way. Oh, let's track divides. I know it's in Proverbs. Here we go, yeah. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. Okay, and it says what? Deviseth goes into the word plans. But the Lord directeth his steps. And that's ultimately what we're seeing happening, right? The steps, the actions that are being taken is all at the directory of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay? So, going back now to Isaiah 34, it says, their slain also shall be Salaki, I didn't finish 2. It says, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He has utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. And where are they going to be mainly slaughtered at? Now, this is going to obviously be a world war, but we can clearly see that he is gathering these nations into this region, right? This is a tweet. It says, the Golan Heights belong to Syria, Russia to the 48ers. And we know that the Russians are an ally to the 48 to Syria. And you had the Syrian president, a few months back, basically call out, speak the truth about the 48ers and saying how that they are converts, all right, from the 13th century. So, you could look up that video, but he was speaking in Syrian, but it was translated. So the news, the truth is out about who those people are in that land, right? And the Lord is now getting ready to judge not only them, but the whole world. He's about to judge this earth. The visitation of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is upon this earth right now. And he is gathering up the hosts, right? He is gathering up these nations to this region for what? For war, not for talks, not for peace, not to play patty cake, okay? But to fulfill the purpose that is written. Okay, Isaiah 13, verse 2, it says, lift ye up a banner upon a high mountain, exalt the voice of them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the noble. And that is what we're doing. All right, we're lifting up the banner of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, okay, upon this high mountain, which is Babylon the Great, right? And we're shaking the hand, telling these elites that they're about to go down. All right, and their hegemony, all right, their Edomite supremacy is about to be taken off the earth. It says, I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together, right? So this tumultuous noise is what? These various different artilleries, right? These various different war machines. All right, these war vehicles like these warships and tanks, fighter jets, all right, and all of that, and all of those, make very tumultuous noises when they are, in battle. So it says, of the kingdoms gathered together of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together, the Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. All right, he is mustering up the host of the battle. Let's see what they got for this word. Right, mustereth, muster. I want to go to definition. To assemble troops. You see that? Especially for inspection or in preparation for battle. Collect or assemble. A formal gathering of troops. Okay? And that is what you were seeing. The Lord of hosts is mustering up these armies of the battle. All right, he is formally gathering all of these nations, and the latest being Russia, which we know that it says in Ezekiel the 38th chapter, right, which is a prophecy that Russia was going to be a guard unto Iran, all right, or Persia. So we knew eventually Russia was going to bring warships in that region, And lo and behold, that's what you got going on right now. So this is showing you how World War III is at the cusp. And as we always say, that this war can't go nuclear until the MOTB is mandated. And if this is happening now, then that must mean, according to the timeline of prophecy, that the implementation of the Charagma is at the door. So it says the armed forces of Russian Federation have now stepped up operations in Syria, striking ISIS and pushing the IDF out of the illegally held territory of Syria. Is this retaliation for the Moscow attack? Okay, so it's all in that region, and that region ultimately is the region of what? Of the Valley of Jehoshaphat, okay, which is all centered around the land of Israel. All right, not the people that's in that land. All right, but even though they are major players in this whole battle, in this war, but it's of that land, because that land belongs to the Lord's chosen people, and that land is going to be the centerpiece, all right, of the earth. It's going to be the center capital of the world when Yahushua returns. Because, hey, all right, the scripture tells you that Yahushua is going to return there, and he's going to make his way to Babylon the Great. Who is this that cometh from Edom, from Edom with dyed garments of Basra? You see? So let's read this. It says, Ezekiel 38, verse 3, and say, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, I am against thee, O Slakia, I am against thee, O Gog and Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. Right? And when you break that down in the when you break chief prince down in Hebrew, it sounds out Russia. Okay? It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, right? Different weaponry, artillery, even a great company with buckler and shields, all of them handling swords. And what is a modern day sword? All right, those missiles. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all of his bands, the house of Togarmah of the northern quarter, which Russia and Turkey are close allies, even though Turkey is a part of NATO, which goes to show you that there are going to be some countries that are in NATO that is going to turn on America. And you even have America through Donald Trump saying that they may leave the NATO alliance. So the Lord is breaking it up, right? Iron and clay, right? Don't mix. It says, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be a guard unto them. Right? After men, it says, and be a guard unto them. And who is he going to be a guard unto? Russia? These various other different nations like Iran, like Syria, right? Israel, the 48ers said that they're about to actually go up into Lebanon to fight against the Hezbollah. All right, and Lebanon said, the government of Lebanon said, if you do that, then you're basically declaring war against Lebanon. So, this thing is heating up. But, I'll end it there, Lord willing. I just want to bring this out, give a little, quick update and show the times that we're in, man. And so, hey, it's close. As Paul said, that our salvation is nearer than when we believed. So with that, call Lord Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.